Hello everybody, and welcome to my Let's Play of Earthbound. In the last part, we finished off where we just entered deep darkness, and now we will actually proceed through the deep darkness. Are you ready?
Well, I'll tell you what, I don't think Mario, Luigi, Peach, and Toad are ready. For heaven's sakes, they're wandering through the swamp, and it's dangerous. And there's a guy in the swamp. What does this guy in the swamp have to say, and what is he even doing here? Shh, don't talk too loud. Oh, it's a shop? In the middle of a swamp, in the middle of deep darkness, this guy is selling stuff? And he's selling multi-bottle rockets? Actually, you know what? I think Luigi could actually use some of those. So, does Luigi have any room for it? He does not. So, I guess we will not buy one. Okay. Fine. I guess we could just make through... I think we can make it through the enemies of deep darkness without it anyway. But anyway, here is the part where we need to use the Hawkeye. See this area up ahead? First, let's see what this present is. It's a banana. Well, how useful. That'll only heal like 15 HP, right? Bananas are useful in Donkey Kong, but not here. But anyway, you see this darkness around here? We can't see a thing, and that's because it's called deep darkness, herp-a-derp derp. So, this is the time when we need to use our trusty Hawkeye. And because hawks have very good eyesight... Now that doesn't even make any sense. Although hawks do have very good eyesight, they cannot see in the dark. Owls can see well in the dark, but hawks cannot, so... I don't know why they're even saying that. And here's a guy who is acting as an automatic, acting as an ATM, but is not really worth using because he'll charge you a fee that is equal to the amount of money that you withdraw. So not a very good thing to use. And what is this, an enemy? Oh yeah, so here's the first enemy that we encounter in Deep Darkness. This is a demonic petunia. It reminds me a lot of the Pokemon Vileplume, to tell you the truth. There's a Pokemon called Vileplume that is a grass and poison type, and it specializes in powder attacks that can put you to sleep and whatnot. And I believe this demonic petunia can do the same thing, but I believe ice should work on it. Wait a minute, it didn't? Ah, that's weird. For some reason, that demonic petunia is not weak to ice, like I thought it was. I thought all plant-based enemies were weak to ice, but maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it's weak to fire or something. I'll have Luigi spy on it just to make... Oh, well, never mind. That demonic petunia is easy. Yeah, the demonic petunias don't have a whole lot of HP, but if you take too long to defeat them, they can cause a lot of status effects and whatnot, so... Best to be kind of careful around them, hit them with all they got. Oh my gosh, is that Mr. Belch? You know, that puke guy that we met back in Saturn Valley? Well, this is pretty close. This is a big pile of puke, so a boring version of Master Belch. But he has pretty much the same attacks. He can attack, but he can make everybody cry, which all the puke enemies can do. But I think as long as you just use our heavy bazooka on it, like all the puke enemies are weak to ice. And this one missed, so it's not going to be a huge danger just yet, I guess. That is weird. Why would there be piles of puke in the swamp? Although I guess if a swamp smells bad enough, then I suppose any traveler who has had the misfortune of venturing there before will puke their guts out because of the putrid smell of the swamp or something. That's how dangerous this swamp is. Travelers who have been here before have not survived, and somehow their puke of all their remnants remains intact. Oh, I saw a present. What's in the present? What's in the present? Why are there even presents inside swamps anyway? It's beef jerky. Now, actually, the beef jerky has a really hilarious description for it. Let me read this real quick. Recipe for making jerky. Obtain some types of meat, slice it into pieces about 1/2 of an inch thick. Hang the pieces on a laundry line or something and leave it out for maybe 6 months. I think if you do that, then it'll actually it's actually more likely to make the meat rotten than turn it into jerky, unless the weather is particularly dry or something. And even if you do leave it out that long, I don't think you need to leave it out for 6 months. Ah, there are more big piles of puke! But actually, there are a couple more things that I'm going to try out for these big piles of puke. Let's try demonstrating the Viper, for instance. The Viper is an item that can poison enemies, so let's see if we can poison the big pile of puke. Oh my gosh, we can. Big piles of puke specialize in poisoning us, but this time, this one got poisoned. Oh, and also those big piles of puke hurt. That one just did 100 damage to Luigi. Yikes. Now we have to light them up and everything, but... I just thought that was hilarious, that he could poison a big pile of puke when it usually does the job of poisoning us, you know? And also, like Master Barf before them, the big piles of puke can make everybody cry. So, that's another thing that these guys can do. Just thought I'd show that real quick. But enough of that, let's continue on exploring deep darkness. Oh, we have a bird and a present over here. This... What? Oh, a picture, of course. Why does everybody have to stop and take a picture in the middle of the most dangerous points ever during our adventure? Seriously, is this game weird or what? Okay, come on, photo guy, get it over with.
Fuzzy pickles!
I almost forgot to say it. Said it a little late that time. But anyway, here... Demonic Petunia. Anyway, right over here we have a... Oh, let's see what's in this present first. It is an IQ capsule, which, like every other IQ capsule we obtain, we have to give to Luigi, because Luigi is the smartest person in our party, and we have to make him even smarter. To be honest, I don't even know if it'll help at this point, but whatever. Anyway, let's investigate this stuffed bird, or over here. Actually...
Koik! Village head desk comes nobody far, it's because Koik!
What? What? The fuck was that?
Koik! Village head desk comes nobody far, it's because weird!
What? Okay, that is the weirdest bird ever. Anyway, those of you who might have watched my Let's Play of Mother 3 may have noticed this stuffed mynah bird in one of the houses of the people in Tasmiley Village. So, I thought that was a neat reference to that. Anyway, here are a couple of new enemies. So, we have a Zappiel and a hard crocodile. The hard crocodile is basically a stronger form of the strong crocodile that we encountered near Saturn Valley earlier. The Zappiel is not very tough, but it does discharge electricity, so we kind of have to be aware of that, as it's doing right now. Fortunately, though, our Franklin badge will reflect any electrical attacks done to Mario. See? The Zappiel is not really that tough. But the hard crocodile is tough, just like the tough crocodile. So, but there's nothing really special to that one. It'll just use strong attacks, and it has a lot of HP, so it's best to take it down with PK Freeze and the heavy bazooka at this point, which Luigi awesomely has, and basic strategies like that. So, not a really difficult enemy, but can do a lot of damage to you if you're careful, I suppose. Let's see if it'll go down in this next hit. Yay, it did. That hard crocodile was not so hard after all. And hey, yay, Peach leveled up. Hooray, because Peach needs all the level up she can get. Anyway, let's see if we can encounter any other new enemies here. But first we need to light up Peach, because she took a little bit of damage during that battle. Because like I said, the hard crocodiles could deal a lot of damage. Oh my gosh. But actually, one thing I might want to mention is that right now I'm actually doing a post-commentary. When I actually originally recorded this footage, I think a few months ago, and we just took more damage from the swamp water. And, ooh, what's this enemy? Is this... Oh my gosh, they were attacking in groups. Oh yes, these are pitbull slugs. Why they called them pitbull slugs, I have no idea, because they do not resemble dogs at all. But just like the other slug enemies before us, they will attack in groups. They're not very threatening by themselves, they'll just attack in groups. These enemies are actually very good for experience, especially when you have the heavy bazooka here that'll hit multiple enemies at once. So... These guys actually give out quite a bit of experience for the slug enemies, so they're really good to grind on. So, that's one kind of tip. We're actually kind of over-leveled right now by this point, so I don't think that's even gonna matter that much. Yay, we defeated Pitbull, we defeated a popular hip-hop artist, and yay, Mario leveled up. It's me, Mario! Mario leveled up! That was a very lame mimicking of an Italian accent. And, oh, what's that up there? Ah, tree! It's a tree! Tree? I am no tree. I am a hostile elder oak. Yes, that's right. It's a tree enemy, and like all other tree enemies, it'll burst into flames when we defeat it, so we gotta really watch out for this thing, because we encountered a bunch of these back in not-so-peaceful Rest Valley, all the way back at the beginning of this Let's Play. But what am I gonna do with this? I guess I'll use... Does freeze work on it? I think fire will work on it. I think I think probably freeze doesn't work on all plant enemies. I think it's mostly fire that works on them, which is kind of ironic because it'll just burst into flame once it's, yeah, that's another thing. These, trees for some reason could also use brain shock, so definitely something to watch out for. Fortunately, brain shock does not really succeed much of the time, but since it knows brain shock, let's use Psi Magnet on it. And of course our trusty old heavy bazooka. But as I was about to mention, I'm actually doing a post-commentary right now, because I actually recorded this. Oh my gosh, what? Wow, that hostile Elder Oak was hostile indeed. Yikes! But anyway, I recorded the footage for this way back in, I think, several months ago when I was at an anime club meeting. But, oh my gosh, it's a broken helicopter. I thought I could fix it, but on re-examination I noticed that there's no engine? Come to think of it, that looks exactly like the helicopter that Porky took over here. I hope... Is Porky even okay? I don't know why I should even feel sorry for Porky, because due to the big fat jerk he is, but... After healing a bit, we can progress even further, and what enemy is this? Oh yes, it's a manly fish. Now, those of you who may have seen my Let's Play of Pokemon White may remember that there's this Pokemon called Basculin that basically is a manly fish. But these enemies are not really too hard, however, they do have a counterpart that is a little bit tougher. So if you counter one manly fish by itself, it's not going to be too bad. Crocodile. That was a crocodile and a manly fish, so not too hard to defeat. But the manly fish also has a counterpart enemy to it, and those two can be quite deadly if they attack you together. So let's hope we can survive those, and I hope we're going the right way. The fact that we passed that abandoned helicopter is a good sign that we're going the right way. But we actually have to proceed through the swamp, and we'll eventually end up at this very strange place, and... Actually, this part here is really easy to get lost, and is that another manly fish or what? I don't want to find out what that is, so let's see what's up that other way first. What did I run into? Oh, nothing, just a couple of pitbull slugs. Oh, there's a present blocking our path. Oh, it's a souvenir coin. Let's actually, see what that is. Should be another equip item for, somebody. Increases defense and luck, like most other coin enemies. Let me, equip it onto somebody. I don't know who needs it most. I think I'll actually have Luigi equip it. He looks like he could use it the most since he's kind of fragile, as it is. Mario being the sturdy one. And the Mr. Saturn coin, I don't know if anybody else could use that. I guess I'll just hold on to it for now. So, that's the only thing I can think to do at this point. Petunia! Petunia and a big pile of puke, which we defeated pretty easily, although now we have to life up Luigi. And Peach also leveled up in that battle, so that was pretty nice. Anyway, this is the part where it's easy to get lost, and we have to walk for a long time through deep waters and a swamp. See this? Wait a minute, weren't we here before? But, I think that was the way we just came. Let's, fight this demonic Petunia, I guess. Seriously, those demonic Petunias are really easy. Yeah, this looks exactly like the place where we at, Petunia. I don't want to fight you, even though you're easy. But yeah, this is exactly what I mean by it's easy to get lost in this place. But anyway, I think what I'll do now is I'll just wander around some. I might cut some of this wandering out because I might do a lot of backtracking, so I'll just see you in a bit unless I encounter an interesting enemy or something. Okay, here's a new enemy. Remember how I said that the manly fish had a deadly counterpart? Well, this is it, the manly fish's brother! The manly fish's evil twin brother! Well, at first this brother doesn't seem that much, but oh my gosh, he could use paralysis. That's not good. Now Luigi's body is numb, and the only thing he could do besides, spy, and now the only thing he could do is spy on people, because that's what paralysis does. It only allows you to use special techniques. You can't bash or use items. So, that kinda sucks in Luigi's case, because he's the one who cannot use any spy. But I guess I'll make the best of the situation. Oh my gosh, I could use PK Freeze, but what? That did 392 HP of damage to Luigi? What the? Yeah, see, what did I tell you? The manly fish's brother is strong. So, we're gonna have to life up Luigi. I think Luigi, I'm just going to let him, collapse. Yeah. It's no matter. PK, healing Gamma can revive him anyway. But, I guess... Let's see, what kind of psi are these things weak to? Are they weak to freeze, I guess? Nope. That only does 15 damage. But at least his body was solidified, so that's nice. And that spear attack only does 1 HP of damage to Luigi anyway. Gosh, this manly fish's brother is tough. I'm gonna have to life up Luigi now, or... Well, maybe I won't life up him. Maybe I'll give him a food item or something, and meanwhile Mario can bash the manly fish's brother. Yeah, if you have a manly fish and a manly fish's brother together in a battle like this, then that's just not good. I also like to compare these enemies to the two colors of basculin that appear in Pokemon Black and White. There are red basculin and blue basculin. Although here there actually is a difference with there actually is a difference between the two fish, because one of them is obviously stronger than the other. The manly fish are really weak, but the manly fish's brother is really strong. But I think if we just kind of persevere at this, and the heavy bazooka is actually helping a lot, if we use that on the manly fish's brother, for instance, then yay, we could actually win the battle. So those enemies are tough! But anyway, back to exploring, and yay, Mario leveled up. Hooray. But anyway, we left up in the map area where we, I think, started exploring, and we actually, turns out we have to go up this way, and if we go this way, we'll find a present. Let's see what's inside it. It's rock candy! That is actually a pretty rare item. It'll boost a random stat, if I remember correctly. I don't know if I explained that earlier in the Let's Play. It's been a while since I recorded some of these Let's Play videos. So yeah, that point where I left off, that kind of a loop structure, that oval structure, I kept walking around in circles around where I counted the Demon Petunia and the Manly Fish. I basically went off at the top right corner of that. So, basically, yeah. So, the reason why I check my status is because there's actually a boss battle coming up, so we want to be ready for that. Yep, see, there's the boss right up there, that red pile of puke, that blood-red pile of blood-red puke. We better be ready for this. Let's check our status again, make sure we're all ready for a battle here. I think we are pretty much ready, I guess. Let's see, we're at 17.5 minutes. I think we might have time to include this boss battle. Just barely enough. Let's see. I think I'll give Mario a Kraken soup. Just so he's at full HP, because this boss battle can be a bit tricky, and just save state. So this... I belch. I belch a stranger's name to puke. Or barf. Do you think that's an incredibly masculine threat? Because barf is not feminine. Puke is in no way feminine. Although, I guess puke can be a feminine thing, because it could relate to bulimia, which is a common problem with women trying to lose weight, but I digress. Anyway, this is Master Puke. Or Master Barf, rather. Puke, Barf, Belch, whichever. But he fights pretty much the same as Master Belch, basically causing a lot of status effects, especially crying and poisoning, except without the whole fly honey thing. But yeah, he basically specializes in making party members feel nauseous, only this time we don't have fly honey to save us, so we got to fight him at his strongest. So, just like Master Belch before him, he's weak to PK Freeze, and luckily Peach has PK Freeze Omega this time, so we can just give it all we got. However, the good thing is that this battle will actually be interrupted at some point, and that's one thing I actually have to apologize for in this Let's Play. For some reason, something awesome is going to happen in the middle of the battle, and my video file was corrupted at this point, so I was unable to actually record this moment. So I apologize for that, but I'm going to take some footage from another recording and explain kind of what happens in the middle of the battle. Basically, once you reach a certain point in the battle, I think it's when you do a certain number of damage to Master Barf, suddenly, oh my gosh! Pooh returns, or in this case, Toad returns, although in this video it's Pooh, and he will use his new power, PK Starstorm! Isn't that amazing? Yay! Pooh tried PK Starstorm Alpha, Toad tried PK Starstorm Alpha, whatever. And Master Barf is defeated, and that's the end of it! So yay! But with that, that's all the time we have for this video right now, so stay tuned for part 48 of Let's Play Earthbound, where we see what is beyond the deep darkness.